Hello, everybody, and welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Blood Moon.
Welcome.
I couldn't remember.
That's all right.
You're
not in a poly with Suri?
No, I forgot I had something and I couldn't remember what it was. I forgot we were recording.
Yeah, that's okay.
15 minutes ago.
You just gotta, you gotta write these things down on a sticky note, but that's okay.
Nah.
Okay. So we're here to talk about the not merge episode of Survivor.
Talk about a letdown, man. They hyped up this Blood Moon thing so much, and then I don't know. I was super underwhelmed, and on top of all of that, there was nothing Blood Moonish about it.
Well, I mean, 3 people died, so I think they were kind of going for like Red Wedding kind of Blood Moon, like not actual Blood Moon, but like metaphorical.
We didn't even get like any sort of flashy red lights or a still of the moon looking red or anything that indicated.
The preview, it was cool.
Yes. But
all right, let's talk about the actual episode itself, though, because I think we gotta just get right into it. There was so much going on. It was a 2-hour episode. We had a 20-minute interruption in the middle of it. And then we had the 3 tribal councils in succession. Each one was disappointing. I know that in a returning player season like this, like there's always going to be, you're going to get to a point where like every loss feels like, did I talk about this with maybe Shandy said this. So I'm sorry, Shandy, if you said this the other day when we recorded and I'm repeating myself or repeating you and taking it. So I don't take credit for this, but I think it was Shandy that said like you get to a certain point of the season, but like where everyone in a returning player season feels like a gut punch to lose.
I'm going to disagree. There's at least 10 people that are still there that I would not be sad if they left.
I don't know about that. I mean, I understand, but
Camilla, are you kidding me?
I know.
Absolutely.
So we lost.
I was okay with it.
We lost Camilla. We lost Genevieve, who I'm so sad about. Genevieve got totally screwed, by the way.
She did. Oh my God, did she ever?
Well, they all got screwed because, again, my biggest complaint the last 10 years
has been draw.
Production dictates who goes home. It's not your gameplay. It's I drew the wrong rock.
Right.
And so
that's just it. Like it was really a bummer because I think both of those people had themselves set up in decent alliances. They just got totally screwed by Tripod, but especially Genevieve, who found 2 idols and couldn't play any of them.
And if we would have all stayed in a group of 17 instead of deciding that we really weren't merging because we're going to separate into 3 separate tribes again. But if they did all like one big tribal, Genevieve probably would still be there.
That's what I said that after watching it, but I've seen what's her name?
Camilla.
Camilla.
Emily.
I've seen former players. What's her name? Long-haired girl. I'm drawing a blank on their names, but
what season?
Kelly. Are you talking about Kelly?
Kelly Wentworth.
Yeah.
She was complaining. She was complaining about it. And then what's his name? Tyson? Tyson. And he said, and I agreed with him.
I said
at the time, why weren't they just one big tribal? And the bottom 3 3 people got the most votes, go home. Or you just go, all right, that person goes home.
Yeah.
Next. That would have been a lot more fun. A lot more interesting than I drew the wrong rock.
I didn't mind the triple elimination. I didn't mind the triple elimination if they were still going to do the 26 days because I know math, you have to do that. It's got to move quickly.
Yeah.
And honestly,
by all means,
that wasn't the most offensive thing to me. It was the fact that it was like 3 tribes of 5. Ozzy got to go get out of jail free card and take his new husband or whatever. And like I just
guys, I'm gonna say it. I've really, really enjoyed this season so far.
I've actually really
was filled with dumb stuff. I mean,
I actually really
the chaos
enjoyed.
Was good.
I really enjoyed this episode, And I didn't mind the triple elimination, but I just did not like.
No, we knew it was coming.
Yeah,
yeah.
I knew at least the double eliminations were coming.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I
triple
didn't.
fine.
Right
Totally
when
fine.
I said, oh, they're going to separate the three. Someone's going to get screwed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's my problem. The triple fine, whatever. The numbers, like you said, it's just that it's this thing that has been happening a lot. Is that it's like there's this really, really great idea. And then the ball gets dropped right at the finish of this great idea. And having everybody come in, all 17, going straight into merge, and then everyone's running and trying to figure out everybody's story. That was so much fun. It was really interesting. It was chaotic. And to take that into tribal would have been amazing. It would have been so good. And then, like Jack said, like they get one is voted off. Wait, we're not done yet. One more person's going home. And then you have a live tribal, and everyone thinks that they just made it. And they don't wait. We're doing one more time.
And they don't know that ahead of time.
Yes, exactly. Like it would have been memorable for the rest of forever.
To that extent, though, I will say that if that had happened where they only thought they were going to vote out somebody and then there was a surprise to other people, whatever, like obviously that is, like a ultimate like board game kind of like twist. But I do think that we would all be here complaining about a whole different other set of things.
No, I don't think I would have. I don't know. I think Australia does it all the time, and it's always like a blast.
Okay. If Australia does it, then fine.
I wouldn't complain because the players are playing.
Right, because even if it makes a tribal get live and then go long, they don't have to show us the whole tribal.
Right.
They're going to.
They've shown us live tribals before that went way too long that we didn't need to as well.
But they could do. I just think that if they would have done that, there would have been way more anticipation, way more like, oh my God, what are you going to do? Thinking on your toes, making decisions split second. It would have been. When they say, hey, we're going to do this twist, and it's going to be, we've never done this in Survivor before. It's going to go down as being memorable. No one's going to remember this as being a good memory or an interesting memory. Right. But if
can you imagine how exciting it would have been? First person gets voted off. They're like, hold on. So the person walks off, blah, 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 blah. Now you got to vote again. And there's no more talking.
Yeah. Hold on.
You just have to go vote again. And it's like, oh my God. Well, no, next person. Yep. There's no time for the chit chatter. Getting up. So
good.
That would have been so much fun. And then after the second one, it'd been like
be bitching about that.
And then the third one had been like, wait, what?
Yeah.
There's strategy. The players, are dictating the game, not luck. Production.
There's strategy and there's consequence. With a rock, that's all gone. I don't know. I would have loved it.
All right, so let's talk about the episode itself, because there really was a lot of enjoyable stuff in this episode. Honestly, there was. So basically, we've got a lot of Ozzy and Emily's stuff, and Rizzo and Ozzy and Cerie's stuff, and Christian and Joe and Rizzo were like having their Survivor dreams fulfilled, because they were like, I am meeting all of my heroes now. And honestly, I love that, because I was just kind of like, oh my God, this is so relatable.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal for no matter your age. If you're a fan of anything and then you're suddenly, with all of these people you grew up watching and you're a fan of, that's so cool. And then you're going to get to be in an alliance with them. Like, he's living the dream for real.
Yeah. But who's like half living the dream? Like poor Ozzy, who is just like, hey Ozzy, everybody knows about your advantage. Oh, bummer, dude. Like
that was pretty great. Like, everybody knows about it.
Oh man. But then everybody knows about Aubrey's now too. Yeah, but it kind of seemed like the alliances were starting to shake out. I know there's a graph that went around on Twitter this week that was actually really helpful. It kind of listed all of the alliances.
Did it include the Zoom call alliance?
The Zoom alliance, which was not technically a Zoom alliance according to Camilla, but yes. hold on.
You know what? If there's one really, really great thing that has come out of this episode, it's even this season. It's like these people are leaving and their exit interviews are like, they're just fired. They don't care. They're saying
they're so open about the fact, like, yeah, we pre-gamed. What of it? It's like, is this the same Survivor like 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Because
and it's like they
sure
just
that was good. Oh, here it is.
They don't have any hopes that they're gonna get called back. Like they're gonna step on whatever toes they want to. Who cares? I'm gonna be honest.
They don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it all out there. So it's been really interesting. I don't know.
Okay, I am going to share this on the screen.
Yes. Is this the graph?
This is the chart or whatever.
Okay, that means I have to get closer. I'm blind.
Okay. Okay, can you see that? Can everybody see that?
Vaguely, but yes. Okay.
Okay. So basically, starting at the top, we've got the New Era Girls Alliance with Emily, Tiffany, and Dee. And then you've got overlapping the New Era Black Widow 4, which is Tiffany, Dee, Rizzo, who has an idol, and Suri, who has an extra vote. Then you have Suri's threesome, which is Ozzy with an idol, Suri with the extra vote, and Rizzo with an idol. Then you have the I Need Emily Alliance, which is basically Christian and Ozzy. Then you have the Nerd Alliance, which is Aubrey, Rick Devens, Christian, and then Emily is kind of a part of that. And then at the very bottom, you've got the Honor and Integrity Alliance, which is Chrissy, Joe, Coach, Jonathan, and Stephanie. Now, the Honor and Integrity Alliance,
the pre-game alliance.
They're also no, the others pre-game too. Like there's been, Mike and Angelina were pretty explicit about how they were pre-gaming with Christian as well. So it's not like, and that overheard Christian pre-gaming at Ponderosa. So it's everybody's real messy. Maybe it's like they all take each other down. Like if this person is admitting to pre-gaming, like maybe, I will too. And we're all just going to cancel each other out in terms of not being invited back. But the Honor Integrity Alliance, that's the so-called Zoom Alliance, which was not Zoom, but yes, that's the.
Okay. Now another question about the Honor and Integrity and Zoom Alliance. Are they all wearing the same cloth? Because that seemed to be really important. Really important to Chris.
I'm not honestly. I didn't think that I didn't think it was as big of a deal as social media is making it. So
I wouldn't have canceled my account for it.
Yeah. So honestly, I feel like that was a little bit overblown because I understood that to be, and maybe I'm wrong, but I understood the cut from the same cloth reference to just be a reference to the fact that they're both challenge beasts and like honorable players. That which Chrissy was not even an honorable player. First of all, like. She played hard her first season. Like she should have won. She probably would have won if not for let's throw all the idols at Ben and then create a fire twist. But
see, another question I have about
I just assumed that it meant cut from the same cloth. Like we're both challenge beasts. Like we're both physical players.
I'm also kind of wondering if the cut from the same cloth maybe meant that we're in the exclusive club that Boston Rob sent us a letter that we had to open on the airplane on the way there.
Yeah, maybe. So honestly, like
the Boston Rob Club.
Yeah, I feel like that was made into a much bigger deal. Like Jonathan Penner kind of like went full Eliza and just sort of to me reached out.
Penner. Get him.
So I don't know.
Airtime.
He does. So I don't know. I was a little uncomfortable with that controversy. Just in general, I thought that was kind of pushing it, but and I thought that what Eliza did was also kind of pushing it, especially when there were a lot of people in her comments being like, you have the wrong person. So I don't know. Anyway, and I didn't even look too far into that because it was Easter and I didn't need that mess on Easter. Anyway, okay.
So those are the controversy on Easter.
Exactly. Those were the alliances. And I think that was a really good way to like kind of lay it out there as they stand, by all intents and purposes or whatever, like the Honor and Integrity Alliance has 5 strong, but, and everybody else, they might be, in the majority against those 5 if they can get together. But like, we all know that many people generally don't stick together, especially when you've got people like Aubrey and Emily and Christian who are like people that are good with flipping around in the game. So
everyone knew there were going to be pre-game alliances. I don't know why. I don't even know why this is even talked about. I mean, who cares?
I mean, when you have something that's been around for 50 seasons, there's going to be pre-gaming. I think it's a lot more of a sin when you're looking at a new season with new players and they're secretly pre-gaming, when they're in sequester.
Well, that's a big deal last year when they cut 2 people at the night before.
Yes.
Yeah, which they should. There should be no, if you don't know each other, there should be no pre-game alliance.
Okay. All right. Anyway, let's focus on the actual gameplay itself. I don't know. All right. They were playing for Applebee's.
Oh, Applebee's.
We got the Liz flashback.
I guess if you're starving.
I'm pissed.
I mean, the hamburgers I'm not going to lie. They did look pretty good.
They look pretty good. The Shark Bowl's probably really nice out there in the heat.
I mean, I've been to Applebee's. I just don't.
So let's see. Poor Ozzy finds the advantage in the jungle, and he's like, "This is great as long as it's not exile." And then the first thing is like, "Dear Ozzy, you are going to exile."
It worked out good for him.
It worked out. I mean, it was an advantage. And if anybody's going to exile, it's going to be Ozzy, who has been there a time or two.
And this has been like real tough for me because Colleen and I have had a few conversations about the riz of it all, and I'm having a tough time because I am literally just starting to actually really like Ozzy, and now there's only room for me to accept one double Z player. And now they're teaming up on it.
Good for you. Rizzo is only spelled with one Z. It's R-I-Z-O.
All of the zizzing.
Rizzo is only spelled with one Z. It's R-I-Z-O.
Can you imagine?
So you're okay, Jamie. You're in the clear.
Can you imagine?
A real Riz guy would have 2 Z's.
This kid, he
gave one Z
Rizzo
to
the rat. Rizzo the rat is the only Rizzo I recognize. But the idea of like, not only are you playing with these people that you've idolized, but now you're going to Exile Island with Ozzy,
which Suri set up.
All of them.
Can we just take a second to acknowledge Suri just being like, "Yeah, go take him, don't take me. Go take Rizzo. Go tell him about this. Just trust me." And like Ozzy's like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How high should I jump?
I have a comfortable spot in the shelter here. You are not dragging my ass out there."
I'm only here 30 minutes a day.
No, honey, I've got sweet digs here. You go play.
It is kind of funny watching it's such an eclectic mix this season of people with gameplay styles.
Yes.
Like it truly is, because you've got Suri that's just so like, and D to an extent, they're just like so like laid back, like, let the game sort of come to me, but I'm still kind of talking about the game. And then you've got somebody like Aubrey, and look, you've got the Aubrey and the Christian and the Emily who are just full of nervous energy. Just
the chihuahuas of the group.
It's like they're like the chaos energy group alliance, the chaos energy alliance.
Like, gotta keep going, gotta keep digging, gotta know what everybody's doing.
And then you've got somebody like, then you've got your Joes and your Jonathans that are like, chill and whatever.
I don't understand the game. I just need to beat people in the challenge.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Then you have the people like Coach and Ozzy. And I would put Rizzo in this category too, actually. People who have finally watched and learned and absorbed the game around them, and like maybe not Coach so much, but like Ozzy, you could tell that Ozzy is finally back and like trying to like pay attention to what's going on around him and like have that help him with his gameplay. And Rizzo came in and you could tell he was driving everybody nuts, but like at a point you could see for Rizzo, and maybe it was when he linked up with Suri, but it kind of just clicked to him like, I can be me, but also like this, like I see how people play this game, and I am absorbing this like a sponge. This is not what happened. My first season, I didn't have these people, but I'm willing to be mentored. And I feel like Ozzy is willing to be mentored. And I think that's why they're both perfect subs for
I like to
Cerie's Dom.
imagine.
So
I like to imagine that Cerie had the same conversation with Ozzy that she had with her son while on Big Brother, where it was
Okay.
just talk less. You just talk less.
Well, Ozzy has
You'll
to
be
play
okay.
different
climb
games.
trees more.
Yes.
We talked
Less
about it
talking.
we talked about it last time. Ozzy's not the same player. He's not the challenge beast.
I mean, like, I loved when we got that flashback where it shows him with the whole Cochrane of everything after this happened with Christian, and it goes back to
Yes.
that, like, see where they're so parallel, but the difference is he was like, okay, I'm gonna go meditate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like calm down. I don't need to strangle any nerds yet. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go calm down and
Ozzy's
breathe
upset with Cochrane.
and it was like, oh my god, Ozzy's finally matured. I think he's finally matured, guys. I think it's happening.
Well, he's got you get to a point where you get older and you just well.
Yeah.
But also,
I was proud of him.
I think that for a lot of them, especially the older school players, this is the last time they plan on playing. Like I could see like Ozzy's a dad now. Like I could see him not wanting to come back. It was clear. We'll get to the Colby of it all in a minute, but it was clear that Colby understood that this was the last time that Colby was coming back. I have no idea about Cerie, but like Genevieve and Camilla are now both like, I'm done. I'm not coming back. Rizzo, I think Rizzo would play 50 times over, but like you can just tell that
young he could if he wanted to, really.
Like you can just tell that some of them, the older school players, not Rizzo obviously, but like they kind of made their peace. Like this is probably my last hurrah.
Well, it gets to a point too.
Yeah.
You don't want to see him anymore. It's like, okay, yeah, Ozzy, you've been there 5 times. You had your chance.
Yeah.
Time to move on. But like a player like Camilla, her problem was they probably all watched her play. She was perfect in her season because no one knew she was so conniving.
Yes, she could hide.
Going in, they knew who, and plus when she backstabbed Jonathan, you knew she was going home.
Yeah.
But Jonathan kind of backstabbed her though, didn't he?
Not first. It was she voted.
Oh, last time around.
Blindsided him, yeah.
Yeah. And so she dug her own grave.
Well, and also she just she didn't happen to be on the team that had the pregame alliance together. So there was also that.
But still, if she votes Rizzo out and not Charlie, then Jonathan's probably staying because Jonathan's a loyal player. He probably stays loyal to Camilla.
But maybe not.
But
because
Camilla wasn't on the same tribe
that.
as Rizzo this time, right?
No.
Okay, because Rizzo was safe. So did that really happen?
No, the time before.
Right.
Jonathan was pissed that he voted out Charlie.
Jonathan
Charlie.
Sorry.
So
well, okay.
I'm not gonna. And plus, I've seen Camilla play. I know who she is. No way do I trust her, especially after she proved I can't trust her.
But with Jonathan,
that was an easy vote.
But with Jonathan, yes or no, and this is where the pre-gaming comes in and does affect like what we see because he was in a pre-game alliance with the people he voted Camilla out with.
Right.
And so that's what the cut from the same cloth that like it's like we agreed on this alliance. So maybe even if she had, maybe she still
she got a raw deal with the rocks. I mean, she got
those dang rocks, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But I knew she was going home.
She was the odd man out there. It was kind of a bummer.
Yeah. It's like the Genevieve of it too. Same thing. Like
yeah.
But Genevieve was well positioned. The only thing, like with the Genevieve thing that gets me is like we kept getting this set up like Aubrey's gonna do it, Aubrey's gonna do it, Aubrey's gonna do it, and then in the end, it wasn't really so much like heavy-handed on like Aubrey setting this up. Was there? Or did I like just?
Well, Aubrey got the coat, and she's like, "Oh, now I feel bad."
That's a
awkward.
Nice coat. So she's like, awkward. It's a beautiful coat.
Wait, didn't Emily get Angelina's coat? Emily got Angelina's coat.
Yeah, Genevieve gave Aubrey her coat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, duh. Sorry.
And she goes, wow, I just voted you out. I hated you. But, it's cold. Thank you.
Great. Now I'm going to smell like Genevieve.
Yeah.
Let's talk about so we had a lot of like increased screen time this episode with Tiffany, who all of a sudden got a lot of confessionals, and Chrissy, who, you know, her game kind of maybe this was like the match under her game or whatever. Tiffany was happy to scramble at the merge at the sanctuary feast with the alcohol in her system.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Chrissy got the one over on them, where she, you know, was like, hey, you have permission to vote me out, and you know, no hard feelings or whatever. And then, you know, we get that whole confessional where she's just like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And I'm like,
it's all a lie.
Old Chrissy is back.
Yeah, and we're all actually getting gifted here, because next week it means that like we're gonna get Tiffany, who's like pissed and supercharged, and that's a fun Tiffany. That's a fun Tiffany. We need the gamer out, and I love that.
So that might hurt her game, though.
Everything's hurting everybody's game. I want the chaos. Who cares? Just do it. Let's just get in. Bring out the pitchforks. Whatever. We're gonna have some wrestling matches, except for
let's have some real blood.
Anymore. Yeah, the real wrestling. Let's do it. I mean, wouldn't that be the greatest thing? Like, hey, you know, 50 seasons of Survivor. This time around, you literally do have to survive the octagon. Good luck.
Yeah.
Best season ever, right?
Who's beating Jonathan, though? I don't know.
I'm afraid he might.
Q's already out, so you know.
So, okay, I was thinking about this with Jonathan, right? Like, do they keep him? Like, is Jonathan going to be an early merge boot? Because as soon as, because there's more of them than there is of him and his alliance. So are they just going to be like, we got to get this guy out? Or do they clock Jonathan fairly early on as somebody that is probably not going to win because he just doesn't have like the strategic part of it when there's other well-rounded players out there. So does Jonathan become somebody's meat shield to go towards the end?
I would. Why would you vote him out? He's a great team challenge beast, but as an individual.
And then when we get to the merge itself.
Yeah, I don't see him. Is he great at puzzles? I mean, I don't know.
Well, exactly it.
He's great at the physical part of it, but.
Do they? Yeah. Do they keep him around, or do they not?
I don't know.
I think they keep him around.
I guess so, but then I don't. I get that. I totally get that. I would do the same thing, but I kind of don't. I don't know. It makes me mad on like returning player seasons like this, like an all-star kind of season, where somebody gets kept around simply because they're like a good shield, not because they're playing a good game. Because they're not even playing a game other than like being who they are.
Season. That happens every season, though.
I know.
You always have
more at stake this season.
You always have the GOAT, the third person that really doesn't have a chance to win.
Yeah. I think that the tough thing about a returning season, especially a returning season of this caliber, is that it's really hard to say what these people are going to do, because as we have learned from Devins when he was talking to Rizzo, it's like having the ability to watch yourself play a game and see what the perception it was and what you've learned from it and what was taken the right way, the wrong way, whatever, really changes how you play going back in, especially for some of them. I mean, somebody like Suri is going to play the same game every single time. But Jonathan's already mentioned a couple times about how much he's learned how important the social part of this game is. And I mean, he made it to final tribal in his season, but he had somebody like
Marianne.
Like Marianne.
Right? You play with Marianne, okay. And Romeo.
Yeah. And
Romeo?
unfortunately, right.
Yeah, okay.
and Marianne she had really great strategic moves, but also she was so liked by so many. He was one of the few people that kind of acted like he didn't like her, and that damaged him with the other tribe members. So he's learned it's really important to smile. It's really important to be everybody's friend and to play this social game. And he's already talked to us about it a couple of times. I think Jonathan is going to go far.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about Jonathan finished 4th in his season?
So he made it all the way up till final tribal.
Right. He finished 4th in season 42. And who won 42 again?
Marianne.
Who won 41? Erica won 41. Marianne won 42.
Has it been that long since Marianne won? Jeez, wow.
Yes.
but it was a big deal because he's like a challenge beast, obviously, especially in that season because everyone was so small compared to him. He was like 4 feet.
Plus, he's got
than
it.
everyone.
Coach noticed he has an 8-pack. So
There you go. He's got an 8-pack. See, but that social game, he keeps talking about it, and I think he's going to bring that social game right up to the end of this. So I don't think they'll cut him. I think Coach will go before he goes.
Yeah, I think Coach will go before he goes too, because I think that, yes, for a variety of social reasons, I think that Coach might go before he goes. But I don't think that people might think that Jonathan is easier to beat than Coach as well.
Maybe.
Okay, it was Mike. It was Mike and Romeo and Marianne. They beat Jonathan and Fire. They went to the final 3. Okay, I knew.
Oh,
Mike.
I
can't. It was somebody else. I can picture
forgot
him.
about
It was
Mike.
a dad, but I can't remember. Okay, yes, it was Mike. Anyway, I could see that. I could see that scenario. I don't. I could see that scenario. I guess. Let's.
I know it's not comfortable.
I know. That's why I'm brushing over it. I don't love it, but whatever.
I know we don't love it.
I like Jonathan. I have no problem with him.
Okay, let's talk about the Nerd Alliance. We had what? Aubrey. Everybody knows now that Aubrey has her idol. Everybody knows that Aubrey's got the idol.
Yep.
Rick and Christian, they're happy to be back together at the fake merge. But there was also the flashback about how they hid the fake idol, which I had kind of forgotten about. So is that going to come back into play in the next few episodes?
Well, it has to, right?
I hope it's not Ozzy. Like I would feel so bad if Ozzy was trying so hard and then he got like the dodo edit with a fake idol.
Oh, and the nerds get him. Oh,
and the nerds get him. Like, oh, it would just be so bad. I would feel terrible for him, honestly.
After all of this
I'm gonna laugh.
I know you're gonna laugh. I know you're gonna laugh.
I might laugh.
I think anyone who gets it, I'm gonna laugh because I think it's pretty funny. I mean,
it's tricky. Yeah.
It's kind of funny that Suri was also the person that told Joe about the boomerang part of it. Like, just how many people were operating with just half of the information, and then they're all like, "Oh yeah, by the way," but I forgot that it's non-transferable. So, whoever has it, like, so Rizzo can't play it to save Suri, and like Aubrey can't play it to like save Tiffany or whatever. So, it's interesting. It makes for interesting gameplay to know that whoever it is has to play it for themselves.
Aubrey had her trigger finger on it. She was like,
she did.
But when Genevieve
didn't get
the shot in the dark.
That would have been so. That would have been kind of epic, though. But anyway, so yes, with Aubrey, they kept setting it up. It was going to be her versus Genevieve and whatever. And in the end, we didn't really get so much of the like Aubrey versus Genevieve satisfaction. So I don't know
that's the curse
where
of the
that
blood
was
moon,
going
Colleen.
or why that was happening. Like Aubrey seems like she's very well positioned now that she's with like more of her people or whatever. But like still, I don't know. Maybe she's just gonna be the recipient of a lot of good luck this season. Like that's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe I'm throwing all of my cards at Tiffany and going, just take them all out, please. You're the only one that called out the Zelda reference on the blood.
Oh my god, the Zelda reference! So Zachary was very excited when he saw that because he got it.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else before we talk about the Colby of it all?
I don't think so. I think that's probably a pretty big deal. I mean,
okay, because I do think
he's here.
Out of the people in the Nerd Alliance, just to finish that, Red, I do think that Christian is probably in the most trouble out of that alliance. Just because it feels like everybody else has deeper ties. Like, Emily might be safe by the proxy of Ozzy. Umbrella, maybe she goes over and leaves her keys at the door with their poly house party or something. But like, I feel like out of that group, Christian's the one that's in the most trouble.
You might be right.
I can see that.
Yeah, just because he's getting Ozzy's upset with him. He's getting so much attention, like in such a huge edit. I feel like he's the one that might be in trouble. Okay, let's talk about Colby. This was clearly the saddest send-off of the season, maybe ever. Like, it was he had no vote, so he got totally screwed too. He had no vote. He didn't have his shot in the dark.
Yeah.
As
Well, he was going. I don't know if you heard, but he said he was going home no matter what.
Going home anyway.
Yeah, we did. I was going to bring that up in a second, but as Shandy pointed out, he's actually experienced every single type of being eliminated from Survivor that you can have, except winning.
The full bucket list, almost.
So, like he's like, got the whole checked boxes. So with Colby, it felt very much in the moment like he knew he was going home. We all knew he had this injury or whatever, and like it felt more like they were giving him permission to get voted out with honor as like a send off.
Yeah,
right.
No,
like
no one wants to be a quitter.
Right. It was kind of like, take the dog out back and, gently put it down kind of thing. Where they just
that went dark.
It did go dark, but you know what? So did his torch. So did his torch. Wait, what? So did his torch when Jeff said one last time.
Go to Rainbow Bridge.
Cross the Rainbow Bridge.
I thought this one's a little bit more of taking the horse out back with the lame foot.
Whatever.
I don't know. Save a dog. You can have a 3-legged dog.
Anyway, I just thought it was so like all of the they got decrying.
Like a major infection in his foot. That
so here's what he got injured with before the boat. He pulled the tendon or whatever, but it wasn't enough to medevac him. Leaving the Zach Brown reward, everybody else put their shoes on to go back down the path.
Damn Zach Brown.
Get to where they get taken back to camp. And he decided to go barefoot. And at that point, he stepped on something. He registered he stepped on something. But when he checked, he didn't see any puncture marks and there was no blood or whatever. So he just thought like, oh, okay, I just stepped on something, whatever.
Something from production.
So he thinks that perhaps production, but he doesn't know.
I know what it is. I know
what
it
you know.
Is.
What?
It was Erica's broken damn hourglass. It finally happened.
Oh my God! We found the piece of glass, the missing piece.
We've been warning everybody.
We had an hour. Yeah, the hourglass twist made itself known. Even
there you go. There you go.
They also put it out to pasture. So anyway, he ended up waking up, and he had the infection. It got worse and worse. It ended up being a staph infection. Ugh. They had said when they
Coach offered to pee on it.
Coach really is like Joey, isn't he?
On everything. Let's be real.
So
but he got stage.
Hey, Aubrey, I love your new jacket. Can I pee on it?
So anyway, it ended up getting infected. Dr. Joe came out and took a look and was like, hey, you probably need antibiotics for this. I can give you some time, but we're probably going to have to, pull you to treat this because we can't treat it here. We have to take you somewhere. And Colby said in his exit interviews that he could have chosen to stay in for another day and delayed the inevitable. And he probably could have made a case to get somebody like Coach out. But again, that would just be, he didn't think that was fair because he would have been just then screwing over Coach, screwing over his alliance members that also had alliance were in alliances with Coach, and all it would have done was delayed the inevitable. And then it wouldn't have been fair to someone if he was going to have to be taken out finished 14th instead of 15th. Right. And he decided he was like, hey, look, I know I'm going home tonight. Like I feel like I'm the obvious boot. I know I'm going home. Can I just go out and just get voted out instead of getting medevaced? And they were like, sure, cool. And Sari was upset with him anyway, that she was targeting him to go home regardless. So it was sort of like a combination of like him choosing to go out to be voted out instead of medically evacuated, and then him just accepting his fate and them all kind of, giving him his flowers, which they did. It was a really sad.
I forget who said it, but someone said they should have voted Coach out and let Colby go the next day. They could have got two birds with one. I don't remember if it was D or Sari. I said, that would have been the best strategy because you would have blindsided Coach.
I think it was Emily, wasn't it?
It was Emily, wasn't it?
Emily said it on air, like, why don't you just wait for him to get medevac and go after somebody else? She said that on air. But again, Yes, but I can also understand like Colby's thinking, like, I'm not going to screw over somebody that
Yeah.
also waited.
I get it. But
Like, I got it
it's
too.
It's Survivor. If
It's
I
a
can get
game,
rid of,
sure.
if I can get rid of Coach and Colby,
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
no, I get
swing.
it. I think I do think that it was a really moving ending, like a really good send off, and like so Sari got to acknowledge like how she's been a big part of like people's path and legacy, and like Dee was crying about how Sari coach and Colby, you know, hadn't been back in so long. She felt guilty about it, and like that's totally different than the Dee that we saw play first time around, who was like, you know, stone cold killer.
Well, she was guilty until after the vote.
But
she hasn't stopped crying since she missed out on Zach Brown. Like
that's true. She's very
she's
upset.
still weeping.
But anyway, I just thought that even Jeff send off for the last time Donaldson, and he was like, "Find the joy in the game," and like I thought it was a really emotional way to end. I hate that it ended like that, but like yeah. So Mandy says in the chat, Emily said that her and Dia agreed to vote Coach, but it was Sari that swayed them to Colby.
Well, they don't want to go against Sari. So
Exactly. So bummer. Any last thoughts about this episode? I feel like all hell is going to break loose moving forward now that we've got this. Yes. So do we think that they're going, you know, we'll talk about this after we get to tally the votes. Any last thoughts? Otherwise, let's take a break and we come back. We will, we've got an email from Mandy who was there at the Ron Clark viewing party with everybody else. And then we'll do tally the votes. Here we go. All right, we're back. We've got a whole email from Mandy with a ton of pictures. Oh my God. I didn't even know this event was happening. Like, that's how out of the loop I am. I wish that I had known. I would have gone. Maybe. I would have tried to go.
Where was it at?
It was in Atlanta, but we were going to go to Atlanta last weekend for Jay's birthday, and we ended up not going, like, at the last minute. Like, we checked into the hotel and everything, and I had to call them and be like, hey, is there any way I can like, get my money back? And they were cool about it. But if I had known that, like, I would have kept
would
that.
have been good.
Done this. Because these pictures look awesome. She sent a whole bunch of pictures. I see Ethan in here. I see Devins. I see Shaheen. I see Aubrey. I see Sari. Oh my God. Asia. There's so many people in here. Christian. Oh my God. That looks awesome. Okay. So Mandy says, here's some highlights of the Ron Clark Academy event. Ron asked Camilla about her lack of screen time. She said she was doing things and not sure why it wasn't being shown, and maybe she should have shit her pants.
I saw that clip.
I did see that clip. That was pretty funny.
When talking with Aubrey, she said once Genevieve left, it felt like she could finally breathe. Interesting, because Genevieve didn't really seem to feel that way. But from her press,
they haven't talked.
Well,
that's
yeah.
what she said.
T-Bird is so loving and a hugger. Rob's sister Nina was very kind. When I was chatting with someone else, her daughter Mackenzie was sitting alone. Rob asked if she ever tires of being dragged to these things with her mom. She told him Survivor really isn't her thing, but she watches it to make me happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Ron Clark Academy is amazing. Ryman, that's Spencer. Is right. That's Spencer. So nice, but obviously outside his comfort zone. Emily was delightful. I would imagine she'd be delightful. Devin said his wife was fun to chat with. Rachel is stunning in person. Christian and Sari.
That's so cool. Rachel was there. Like, that's, you get a big brother in there with the survivors.
You're talking about Rachel Riley, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just going through. Oh, there she is. I see the picture here with her. Oh, so awesome. So awesome. Thank you, Mandy, for sharing. Like, I'm so jealous. If there's another one, maybe I'll go. I wish that I had known. Did you like buy tickets for this? I like totally missed that any of this was happening. So cool. Oh, hey, when they had the interruption for the 20-minute broadcast about nonsense, like, what was the reaction in there? Or did they just start you guys on like a 30-minute delay so you could fast forward through commercials regardless? How did that work?
I watched it the next day. I watched the ending. I watched the ending. I've watched all the vote offs.
Excellent.
And then I just watched it the next day. I said, I'm not going to watch the commercials.
Yeah.
Manny
Well,
says she
me
bought her
too.
ticket in January. Okay, again, I
Wow.
had no idea this was happening.
Well, thanks for the heads up, Mandy.
So that's awesome.
Okay, let's move over to tally the votes. Here we go.
Oh, okay. She said they.
Oh,
turned
okay.
it off.
They turned it off, and then Rob C. Brought people up to chat. Okay, cool. That's probably for the best. You don't need such a highly political thing in a big group of people like that. All right, pre-season picks.
Stop working, dang it. Go have
Just
fun.
go to. Life is short. Just go to events.
Go do the
All right.
things. Go do the things.
So I crossed people out already, but we had let's see who Genevieve. I had Genevieve. This is technically merge. So I had Genevieve pre-merge and a bunch of hearts. I was wrong. Jack had Genevieve pre-merge, also wrong. And Jamie had her final 3. Now I think it's kind of BS that we don't get points because she technically, but isn't jury, but it was merge. Which, do we think that next week they're going to go back to 2 groups of 7, and like, or is it just going to be a merge and they're just going to vote maybe 2 people out? Like, how do we think that's going to work? Or 1 person out, and then we'll just do a double elimination.
But first of all, I have to double check on this. So you say
they said they're merged, and Jeff said I swear I heard Jeff say that before when he said 3 tribes are going to tribal council, 3 people will be voted off, and they'll be the last 3 members before the jury starts. I swear I heard him say that.
Not jury, but do I still get a point because she made it to merge? She is wearing a yellow. She is wearing a yellow thing now. They're all wearing the same color, so does it count? Even if they're split into 3 groups.
I don't know. In the past, have we said final 3 getting voted off counts as merge?
Yeah, because they make it past pre-merge.
Mandy, what do we do? Tell me. I'll leave it to Mandy. But we'll come back to that. As for Camilla, you and I had merged. Jack had final 3. Which,
way to go, Camilla.
As of right now, I'll give us points. If Mandy rules that if you say final 3,
I thought we didn't, and that's a point away from me, but I could be wrong.
I kind of don't remember either, but I also don't remember. So
I'm old. I couldn't remember Tyson's name.
And then who was our last? Colby. Where's Colby? Okay, Colby. We had merged. Jamie had pre-merge, so we would get points for that. So let's see what I'm gonna let Mandy, the judge, rule here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm not trying to take points away from you, Jamie.
I'll lose. Jamie. I don't want to lose a point if I can have it. But
yeah, I think final 3 was different, even though that's costing me a point.
Mandy, I think Mike Bloom said the largest group at Tribal was 13, so this would be the largest group with 52 episodes. Yes, I knew that too, and I don't know if I saw it from Mike Bloom or what, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've heard that as well. We'll switch over to this tab. Jamie, you know what? I'm going to give you a point. Fine. This week I'll give you both points. But next week moving, because it was a weird.
Oh, don't worry. I don't have anybody else in my final 3.
All right.
I only have my winner's pick left, guys. There.
I'll give you guys points
I have the
this
final
week.
3.
But that's just because it was a supersized episode and it was different. And the Blood Moon said that I could give you this. But if your people get voted out, all your points boomerang.
I shouldn't get screwed on points because of rocks.
Your points boomerang back to me. God dang it, Billie Eilish! How could you do this to me?
As for who's going home, Jack.
Do we get you and I get a point for Camilla? Correct? Do we have her for what do we have her for merge?
I did all the points. I put them in. I put them in as we were going along.
Okay.
I did. So everybody ended up getting a point for Camilla. Merge, final 3, and then who was the other one? Was it Colby? Genevieve. I didn't get a point, but you got a point for Genevieve. Jack and I did not because she was pre-merge for us.
And then none of us got anything on Colby.
Nobody got anything on Colby.
I had Colby going home.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We did, and I put those points in too. I put them all in as we were going.
Okay.
We both got merge. Jack and I both had merge, and then you had pre-merge.
Okay.
Let's say going.
Yes.
Okay, we're still on that part. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now we're moving into this. We've got. We only thought it was double elimination. We guessed. We didn't know about the triple elimination. But Jamie had D and Devins. No points there. Jack, you get 3 points because you had Genevieve, then Colby.
What the heck?
And if I would have known it was 3, I would have said Camilla.
I only get 2 because I had them in reversed order. Although I don't know if you guys noticed, but they went to tribal in reverse order as well. So Colby's tribe lost first, but they ended up going last, which I assume is because they knew that it was going to be like his hero's journey send-off or something.
They had to give him.
Yeah, he had to have a special
But
time.
Amanda had shared with me a True Hollywood Reporter or whatever article. I think it was Hollywood Insider, Hollywood Reporter, whatever. But they said that the players in that article, the players were able to choose what order they went to tribal council.
Really?
Oh, okay.
So
nobody would have had to make that choice if they all went to tribal council at 17.
Exactly.
I know, right?
Exactly.
All right, as we stand, Jamie has 4, Jack has 8, and I have 7. Let's see who's going home next week. Are we just
Jackson first? Jackson first.
Do we think that
it's first by a lot, Jack?
By 1 point.
4 past me.
Yes, as Mandy pointed out, they showed in the order that it happened. Is what they? Yes, that's. I'm sorry. That's. I didn't mean to say that they aired it out of order. They filmed it in that order, and the players were allowed to pick what order they went to tribal council.
Gotcha.
So, which is just, I don't know, food for thought.
As
I
long
guess.
as I'm at first, that's all that matters.
For now.
Wow, that's pretty negative. I didn't get to go to Atlanta. I didn't get to. I could lose.
All right. We're going to say that there's a single or a double vote off next week.
Oh, probably a
I honestly, I don't know.
When's the season over?
It's May 20th. So we still got a couple more
6
to
weeks.
go. So we need to have a couple more double episodes, but I don't know when they'll be.
There could be that.
I don't know.
Could be a
thank
better
you,
back
Mandy.
out too.
It'll probably be a single, and then, but I mean, just to keep it.
I have to pick a new
50.
winner. Who went home? That was
You
my
had
winner?
Camilla.
Oh, Camilla.
So
And
tell me your new winner.
I would like to say that I just put it out there, even though half of my prediction was wrong. I did make a prediction that we were going to see 3 go instead of 2.
Did you?
Yeah, because I sent it in our text message chain or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But I also
What
thought
do you
maybe
predict
they
about
would,
next week?
you know what? That's the only prediction I've made since the beginning of this that's been correct. So, I wouldn't
Give her a
look to me
point
for that answer. I have a really hard time with return seasons. It's hard to know what the heck they're going to do, especially when they say, "Oh, we're going to merge." Just kidding. We're going to be in 3 different tribes.
We'll go with one.
I'll pick Aubrey as my new winner's pick.
Aubrey. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Any
I
reason?
should have been smarter with Camilla. I knew. I
Any
forgot they'd seen
justification
her
for that,
play.
or
I don't know.
okay? I don't know if you had any strategy behind. I'm going.
Just throws the noodle to the wall.
I should have been better with the Camilla pick. I should have known they watched her play and how devious she was and how she wanted to play even more devious.
But everybody's also watched my winners picks to replay and Aubrey play too. So I don't know. I feel like Jamie might have an outside.
I just can't believe people take her to the final 3. I just can't believe.
Oh, Sari, I can't either.
Would be stupid enough to take Sari to the final 3 because
I have
till death or fire do us part.
Okay, Colleen, I forgot to send this to you, but I did see one of the deleted clips. Like that they don't show in the episode. Okay, and this is why I don't think Joe, who is my winner's pick, is actually going to win, because the clip was Rizzo talking to Joe about how his brother is autistic and how much it meant to his family watching Joe on his season, and like how important it was to him and his brother. And it was very emotional, and Riz was crying and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I realized there's no way Joe's going to win, because if he's going to win, they would have shown this in the episode.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a good point. Yeah.
This absolutely would have been there. So The newsflash.
Unless they don't want to show that. Well, I don't know.
They'd show it.
They
would show it.
I can't believe they didn't show it anyway.
I know. I was a little surprised.
Okay. Do we want to say that there's one person or two? If we make two, if we
I
do
think it's just one.
Okay. Because if we do two picks, you only get credit if the first person that you pick is the one that goes home. So if Jamie picks D and Devins is the one that goes home, she wouldn't get points for Devins. She would only get points if she picked D. So kind of like having a backup vote. But let's just stick with the one person then.
Yeah, I think it's just one.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna say Ozzy goes home.
Ozzy. Okay.
I don't know why.
That's not a bad pick. I think
Rizzo stabs him in the back.
I think that it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be somebody from the Nerd Alliance. I think that it's gonna be like Christian or maybe Aubrey or maybe Tiffany blows up her game because she gets real mad. Because we always see that at the merge, right? Where it's such a mess that all it takes is one person to make to fart out of tune or whatever, and then everybody's like, that's the person to go because we don't know what else it is.
I'm gonna go with. Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm debating between Coach or Emily. Ooh, which one, guys?
Out of those two, I would pick Emily because I'm between Christian, Emily, or Aubrey.
I think Emily, she's just, you know what? Emily is one mistake away from being gone from her alliance. Really.
I guess, but Emily also might have protection from Ozzy and Sari.
But Ozzy's not
hard.
But
you know what? They're not going to blow up their game for someone else. Yeah.
Is Ozzy still going to be in exile?
Yeah, I think so.
So then
they're only gone for the one vote, right?
Yeah. So if he stays in exile, he won't be there to vote anyway. If he's back.
Mandy said, also, Joe wouldn't need to be in Tyler Perry's new firefighter show on Netflix if he just won't survive.
He would be a good firefighter extra, I think. Okay, I'll go with Emily.
Is that true?
Ooh, I don't want to.
Yeah, he's in Tyler Perry's new show. That's upcoming. Yeah.
Oh,
it has the firefighter build.
I'm scanning who is left. I don't think it's going to be Stephanie. I don't think it's going to be Sari. I don't think it's going to be Ozzy. We've had increased visibility from Tiffany. I don't think it's gonna be Rizzo. I think it's gonna be Rick or Christian. I think that. I'll go with Tiffany.
I think it's gonna be Rick or Chris. I go with Tiffany.
I'm gonna go with Tiffany.
One card.
You're welcome. All right, there we have it, everybody. If you have any feedback for us, survivorjjc@gmail.com. I think we're on for normal Wednesday time this week.
As far as I know.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
We should be back Wednesday approximately.
Means I have to watch it live, but that's okay.
It does. You're going to be okay. Approximately 15 minutes after the episode ends. So please join us then. But if you can't, send us some feedback. survivorjjc@gmail.com. All right, on that note, everybody, thank you to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute a certain level, and that be Eckhart Rickner, Joanne the Planet, and the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman. We appreciate it. On that note, we'll see you in a few days. My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
Jack.
Peace out, everybody. Bye.
Bye.